Well, welcome back to Mainly Motorsports, and as we continue our track through golden years, the next guy, he's a guy that you still see every once in a while. We have our fun back and forth with our Patriots versus Cowboys. I guess that's our big thing, which I lost last year. But it's a guy when we talk about the racetracks and what they're dealing with on a weekly basis by getting close to the season should be starting and they're not. This, a couple weeks ago, the month of April is when it kicks off. This guy is at the forefront, and I'm sure he gets more questions than anybody on a daily basis on what the plans are once this coronavirus vacates the area, and that's Dan Walker. And Dan, welcome to Mainly Motorsports.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm doing good, and missing all our friends and everything, and but right at the front of everything that's going on, I feel for obviously the people that have lost jobs, the people that have dealing with those situations, lost income, families that have been contacted or contracted this terrible virus and everything. But you got something going on in your house that is just, and we don't know the answer to this day of what's going to happen, but Leela, high school senior, just like Garrett Lamb, a friend of ours, son. That's who I really feel for. Away from the normal society of stuff and jobs and income and everything like that, is these high school seniors that have put 12 years of their life in kindergarten and waiting for that moment to celebrate with their friends and family and hear their name and walk across that stage, and it's all up in the air. That's just terrible.
Yeah, this is definitely a strange and difficult time, and it's really tough to watch because, like you said, a lot of these kids have put a near lifetime of work and effort into this, and I won't say they're kind of getting cheated, but they've been dealt a pretty crappy deck here. Hoping maybe something gets worked out, even if it's a little bit later, and maybe they can have some sort of graduation. But another side of that, Steve, is a lot of these kids have to make their commitments to colleges here in the next few weeks, and I just don't know how they deal with the pressure of doing that and all the uncertainty and everything that's going on right now. It's just a extremely difficult situation.
No, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. But I'm sure it's going to get handled. We'll be having this all behind us, hopefully sooner rather than later, and everybody can get on with their lives and they can figure out things like you said, some type of graduation ceremony, some type of honoring these seniors and preparing them for the next stage of their life, and it has absolutely been crazy. I know me and you talk on a regular basis. Everything's good with you and Sue, and work is there and not there and there again, and it's scary. It's absolutely. I tell everybody all the time, it's like we're living in a movie.
Yeah, this is definitely uncertain times, and we none of us have ever dealt with anything like this before. You don't know what to expect. Every day is different. You hold out hope that something positive is going to happen. You just don't know, and I think that's one of the biggest anxieties that all of us are dealing with. Is we're dealing with the unknown here, and we don't know a timetable. We don't know how this ends. There is no end game.
Yeah,
that we have anything to go by.
The only thing I can compare it to that isn't even a comparison, but fortunately up in where we live, up in the Northeast, tornadoes, hurricanes, tsunamis, those things aren't anything we deal with on a regular basis. Maybe we get a windy storm. We might get a nor'easter snowstorm. But there's always an end in those. The devastation that they leave is unheard of, but there's at least an end. Then you could start picking up the pieces. We don't even know when we can start picking up the pieces.
And that's the difficult thing we're all dealing with. Is it 2 weeks? Is it 2 months? Nobody knows. It's a tremendous stress. It's a tremendous anxiety for everybody, and it doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter your gender. Everybody's dealing with the great unknown here. It's one of those things that let's pray to God is only just once in a lifetime.
Yeah, and the only thing I can say is I think Sue will agree with me, that when this is all said and done, we all get together as our group and we play a game of one round of 7 minutes in heaven.
Yeah.
And I think
uh,
I think Sue will agree, and that'll put us all back on the playing field. That'll put us all back in good spirits, and I think that's what we do. So.
And after all this time quarantined, we're gonna need something.
Yeah, with the same person for that long. Yeah, 7 minutes in heaven. And
well, that's that's another thing. It's like, boy, you're spending all this time together, and you can't go anywhere. You can't do anything, and I don't know if the murder rate's going to go up or anything. But holy cow, you got to wonder.
Yeah, no, I wish I was 10, 15 years old, younger. I'd look like Jack Rabbit. You know what I mean?
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
But no, this is amazing. This is it's something that I hope we'll never have to deal with again in our lifetime. But this brings me to the racing side of things, and you, if anybody, deals with it more because being on the front line, so to speak, at Beechridge, getting the questions, and you can't answer them because you don't have an answer, And we talked earlier today, and you've had conversations with Andy, but even then, Andy, the guy that has everything down to, and if you've never seen one of his programs, you'll know what I mean, or if you have seen it, that he has everything to a T and the timeline and everything. This is out of his control. He has no idea what to expect, when his racetrack will open. Will there be enough races to have a successful season, a point season? I mean, we're just all up against it.
It's just like we're dealing with our lives, Steve. It's literally day to day, week to week. You can't really plan anything. You can have some idea in your head what you'd like to do if we could get going by, say, Memorial Day or June 1st or July 1st. You can have an idea in your head, what you might like to do, but realistically, you can't really plan anything because you just don't know how this is all going to unfold, and it's a frustration to a point, and I think, when this thing does start to level off and start to flatten out, I don't believe, and this is just my opinion, but I don't believe they're going to lift all the restrictions that are in place immediately.
No, it's going to be a slow.
It's going to take some more time.
I think the backup process is going to be the way we came in. You're going to now be able to do this. Now you're going to be able to do this. 10 people in a group, 50 in a group. You know what I mean? So it'll happen. I mean, hopefully a few months from now we'll be looking back and go, wow, that sucked, but we're racing, we're going to ball games, we're having picnics, we're boating, we're having family cookouts, weddings can get back online, graduations, all that. But
let's hope this thing gets out of here as fast as it arrived.
Oh yeah, no, exactly.
But,
You've seen Mainely Motorsports, revolve. You've known me. We've talked about it. We go way back. Your parents and my mom and stepdad used to sit together at the races, cheer for you in the old Wildcat, B or D division, and cheer for me at the Limited Sportsman back when there was 80, 90 cars on a weekly basis. So our acquaintances started many years ago, which has grown into a friendship, and you've been a big part of Portland, Augusta, our shows at Bentley's, our fundraising with Dream Ride, and this show, talk about being involved in this, because it wasn't your first forte. You've done stuff with Dan Wolf, you've done stuff on radio before, so it came kind of second nature to you.
Yeah, I had some experience with radio and a little bit of like that, and when you took over Mainly Motorsports, and you came and asked, once in a while about, talking and about racing and, about Beechridge, and I don't hesitate to do that stuff. It's not something that I'm really shy about. I don't get nervous about it. I enjoy talking about the sport that I love. I enjoy talking about the racetrack that I love. I enjoy all the racetracks in the area. So that part is easy. What's kind of difficult a little bit about it is trying to toe a line between being the Beechridge guy and talking about that, but also wanting to talk about my interest in other racetracks. And that sometimes that's a tough line to see clearly, but it's always fun. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing it with you. I don't know how many shows with you. You know, it doesn't really matter, but I've enjoyed every single one of them. It's something I really enjoy, and I always look forward to it.
No, and it's been fun. You know, obviously the shows in Augusta and Portland, you and Sue are a big part of helping us navigate through all that. You know, with your connections with some security and just your organizational skills, because you know, I got some organizational skills. They're a little far-fetched sometimes in how shit comes together, but it always happens, and we've had so much fun and got to introduce you, and we talked about with Greg, how many people that you wouldn't have got to know or met had it not been for those two shows, because you know, obviously, everybody at your home track, Beech Ridge, but there's so much out there beyond Beech Ridge, you know, the Pro All-Star Series, the Actor, Lee, Hudson, Star, you know, Wiscasset, Speedway 95, you know, so the drag strips, and by having yourself, you know, in front of the camera and on the air, you know, those people have got to reach out and find out a little bit more about and who Dan Walker is.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know, those are invaluable friendships that I've made, and I've gotten to know a lot of good people through that way, and I like helping out people who work hard in the sport, you know, whether it's, you know, your TV show or whether it was a radio show. You know, I've done spots on, you know, the In the Pit show. I've done, you know, a lot of security work. You know, I've done a lot of stuff for Tom Mayberry and the Past Tour when they came to Beech Ridge for the 300 weekends for 13 or 14 years. I even did the Oxford 250 camping situation one year. I enjoy people that, you know, put a lot into the sport and helping out. If I can help out, I'll do it. It doesn't matter where it is. I mean, I've offered to help Ken mine it out, you know, up there at Wiscasset. You know, my involvement with Maine Vintage, you know, so I jump in wherever I can if somebody thinks I can, you know, be of service somewhere.
No, absolutely. Now, how about this? Any particular highlights with you know, the episodes, or any particular involvement that stick out in your mind that you say, you know what, so much fun, you know, at this day or this show or this something, you know?
You know, I knew you were going to ask me this question, and I honestly was thinking about it, and something that come to mind, there was a particular show where you, people, I don't even know if people knew it, but you were kind of behind the camera, but Greg Emerson and I did a show together, and that, of course, went off the railroad tracks. And then I really enjoyed, remember we did the 500th show, and we got a lot of people on camera.
I thought it was the 400th.
400, that's right, 400th show.
Yeah.
We was able to get a lot of people, and we kind of surprised you a little bit with that one.
Well, welcome to this very special edition of Mainly Motorsports. As you know, this is the 400th episode of Mainly Motorsports, so we thought we would surprise Steve and take a little walk around the Northeast Motorsports Expo and touch base with some people that Steve has had a relationship with over the years, and just get their thoughts on this special edition of Mainly Motorsports. And by the way, Steve, congratulations from me and my family on 400 episodes. It's a tremendous achievement, and wish you many more.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, because
keep that one under wraps, and then one of my favorite shows I wasn't even involved in. It was watching you and Greg Emerson talk. I think it was Thanksgiving about pie and stuff, but we don't need to go into that.
And if he'd have been able to keep a straight face,
yeah,
it would have been epic. That would have been epic.
That was fun.
There would have been chins just hitting whatever there was in their lap, whether it was their lap, their belly, their snatch, their whatever it was, their chins would have hit them all the way, but Greg just can't keep a straight face. And we talked about it when I had him on earlier, you know, like he just, yeah. And you know, obviously you've been around me, you know that sometimes I kind of go off cue, step out of bounds, or leave the playing field altogether. But no, I've had so much fun, and like I said, one thing this show has done is taken acquaintances and friendships I've had and just strengthened them and brought new people into my life and have played a major role in keeping us going as we progress towards show number 700. You know, this is just crazy. It's crazy. And the last few weeks, because of the coronavirus, we've been going through the archives and grabbing old shows. We had our first trip to the Snowball Derby, Travis Benjamin's first ever Oxford 250 win. Seems like yesterday now the young man's got 3. We had a show where Oktoberfest, a big event that takes place every October down to Lee. Some familiar names running different classes than what they'd run now. This past week we showed a lot of highlights from the Thompson World Series. Guy winning the modified championship now is waiting to get back in his ride at the cup level. Ryan Priest. So we've been fortunate enough to meet so many people, cover some great events, and I say this to everybody. I have met so many people over the years. I don't even know who they are, but sitting in the grandstands as a race fan, and people will say, "You're the guy on TV. You're this. You're that." And the next thing you know, they remember you every time. When I love going to Wiscasset when we have Mainly Motorsports Night. You've been fortunate enough to be a part of that a couple times, and just giving stuff away and having fun with the people. And like I said, it's so much fun, and I couldn't do any of it, none of it. I mentioned Dave Stewart earlier. I couldn't do any of it without him. But the likes of you and Greg and people, Amanda over the years, Amy, Travis Barrett, Marco, different people that have stepped up, all our in-studio guests that have come in. Couldn't do any of it without those people, and it's been an amazing run, and the run's going to keep going, Well,
we've had a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun with the Bentleys thing that you started, a couple of years back before they even opened Mainly Motorsports Night there. And hey, listen, if it wasn't for your show, I never would have become the drag racing fan that I am now. That was a lot of fun, and we have a good group that has done that, and the Oxford 250 stuff, the past 300 weekend stuff, the Wiscasset stuff is, it's funny you say you watch and been having old videos and old races on. I think a lot of us have been doing that. I was watching an old past race from Star Speedway today, and it happened to be the one where Mike Rowe and Ben Rowe had that epic battle, and then Dave Oliver was in there, and I've gone back and watched a lot of old races from around the area, and I think that's kind of helping us all get by until we see the next 2 or 3 weeks here what happens with this whole mess.
No, absolutely. But thank you for taking the time out of your not so busy schedule.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Spending some time with us. I know it's been a rough month with the race season, and then now we're going to bake this big cake with no racing. And now why don't we just frost it and put a thing on the top, and Tom Brady leaves town. So been a tough one for you. I wouldn't want to be living up there at that Johnson Road residence, but you'll get over it. Welcome back to the rest of our world.
We'll be all right. We'll have to live with being mortal like everybody else now.
Yeah, 20 years of greatness. So what's
we had a good ride.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. So
we had a good ride. No, it's really been fun. And I just want to say I hope everybody out there is healthy and doing what they need to do to get through this. And hopefully soon we can all get back to the racetrack, get back to doing what we love to do. I know I miss a lot of people. I can't wait to see the racing family and friends, and hopefully we're going to turn that corner real soon.
No, we will, and that's Dan Walker at the forefront of all this, answering questions on a daily basis. So we'll take a break, and we'll be right back here on Mainly Motorsports.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
I'm Melinda. My husband Steve and I operate E-Keys for Cars in Saco. E-Keys is family-owned with over 20 years in the car key business. Need an extra key? We promise to provide the best quality at a good price. Walk-ins are always welcome with no appointment ever needed. You'll be in and out in minutes. And yes, E-Keys still handles emergencies. But why wait? E-Keys for Cars, Route 1 on the Auto Mile in Saco.
E-Keys for Cars.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by
LKQ Core. Any part, any repair, anywhere. Located on Route 202 in Gorham.
Wiscasset Speedway, Maine's biggest and fastest, with $5 admission every weekend and loads of family fun. Check us out at wiscassetspeedway.com.
Well, welcome back to Mainely Motorsports, and what a scary, trying time it is right now for everybody involved in not only short track racing, but all type of small businesses. So, we're all in this together. We all know somebody that's maybe affected with the illness or affected financially, and all we can do is be there and try to have each other's backs. And that's what I'm trying to do over here with Mainly Motorsports and everything else we do. We've been showing some stuff from the archives, trust me, we're talking a lot of racing every week. And, moving forward, we're going to try to reach out to some track promoters, see what their plans are, what their hopes are, how they're going to make the season somewhat of a success for them, their competitors and their fans. But, just it's crazy. There's nothing any one of us can really do. Hands are tied. Some for the better, some for the worse, but hands are tied. So, but there's still a lot of stuff to catch up with out there over the, that's happened over the past years. Go to our website, look at some old past Mainly Motorsports episodes, see where some of these kids have come from and where they are now. But over in the Claremont region, there's a guy by the name of Kyle Smith, and does a phenomenal job. You've probably seen him around at the last couple Northeast Motorsports Expo doing some special projects with Conor McDougal, Star Speedway. He was nice enough to send us some of his stuff and some of his video clips that he's done over the years at some major marquee events, some off-season shows, and we thought we'd include some of those in this week's episode. So stay safe, enjoy, do all you can, help the neighbor, help the family, and we'll get through this, and we'll be back at a short track somewhere soon, we hope.
Heartbeat of America. Today's Chevrolet.
Don't deal with just anybody to seal coat your driveway or business this season. Call Black Magic. They bring over 20 years of experience in seal coating and crack filling. Black Magic's skilled team makes sure the job is always done right, on schedule with quality workmanship at a fair price. Protect your investment in your driveway by getting it sealed with Black Magic.
Ooh, Black Magic.
My name is Scott. This is Devin. We're the owners of Black Magic Seal Coating. Let us earn your business today. You'll be glad you did.
Football fans, have we got a deal for you? VIP Tour and Charter Bus Company is offering round-trip transportation to Gillette Stadium to watch the New England Patriots make another run for the Super Bowl. Ride in style knowing we're doing the driving. So if you've got a ticket, we've got your ride. It doesn't get any better than that. Just log on to VIPChartercoaches.com, click on the Browse Book Tour button, and book your trip today. It's that simple. Relax and leave the driving to us, and we'll leave the tailgating to you.
For a trusted name in residential and commercial site work in the southern Maine area, call Peter Pettit Excavating. We can handle everything from the complete house lot to those nasty water and sewer line repairs. Septic systems are another area that we specialize in. During the snow season, Pettit Excavating has the equipment to handle any size job.
And when the race season arrives, be sure to follow the number 7 Hewitt's Family Restaurant Chevrolet on the past Super Late Model Tour.
Call 207-282-9305 to get the job done right. That's Peter Pettit Excavating.
Give me your sign, give me your denial, and I'll wait for you this time. I'll be your sign, I'll be your denial, and I'll wait for you until it's all. We don't care when you call our name. We don't care, we are just the same. We ignore the waste and we ignore the fire. We need a miracle. Watch over there, it disappears. We lose it all and shed no tears behind the broken.
don't have to wait until the end of camping season to get your best price. Hi, I'm Scott from Scott's Recreation. We're starting our end of season sale now. We have over 300 campers in stock and every unit is on sale, even the 2020s. Up to $16,000 off travel trailers, up to $30,000 off fifth wheels and motorhomes, up to $40,000 off toy haulers. Ask about our bi-weekly payment program to save you even more money. Financing available, trades welcome.
Scott's Recreation, Turner and Manchester, Maine.
Our family has been in business since 1972. I'm Johnny Wolf. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. 21st Century Motors now offers low-rate credit union financing and first-time buyer programs. We have a large selection of vehicles starting at $49.90. Quality vehicles and guaranteed repairs. Come see why more than 50% of our business is repeat or referral. Visit us today on Route 25 in Gorham, Maine, or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
From our family to your family.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by
Scott's Recreation. Whether you're thinking about your first camper or looking to upgrade your current one, Scott's Recreation can help you. Get both our Route 202 Manchester and our Route 4 Turner locations and online at scottsrecreation.com.
Bentley Saloon, Route 1 in Arundel. Stop by and see why me and my friends say, who has more fun than us? We do.
Welcome to Mainly Motorsports.
To order a copy of this show, send a check or money order for $15, including shipping and handling to Mainly Motorsports, 2 Main Street, Suite 17-103, Biddeford, Maine, 04005. And please add the show number in the description of the show.
Go, go. Dig, you got it. Clear. Go all the way right through there. Get them both. Whatever you're doing, it's working. You're tagging them.
It's burning to my yummy state. It's alive within my soul, and I'll never speak a word, even though this world will last to know. Believe in me and you will fall. Sitting here thinking at my scars. The imagery plays in my head. Wait for the rain, but don't come. And I recall the past real vaguely. I remember everything they'd say. Maybe thought that I was crazy, thinking that one day they'd see my name. Love being a loner, always moving closer. Knew exactly what I wanted to have. Fear of growing older, chip all on my shoulder. Told dissonance. I'm losing my innocence, and you don't know my intent. And now you better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. 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 Keep chasing, but that'll never be that fast. Just leave me alone, I'll do it on my own, and I will let them know when the lights shine bright. Look pale as a ghost to all those opposed. I'm coming here to show how to live life right, and now I'm cold and dissonant. I'm losing my innocence, and you don't know my intent. And now you better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. Better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. Better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. Better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you.
Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good, it's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle to factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's coworker owners who understand the importance of protecting your valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
Patman's Redemption and Agency Liquor Store is located at 95 Tanberg Trail in Windham, Maine. With over 400 feet of hard liquor and 15 doors of ice-cold beer and soda, Patman's can handle all of your beverage needs. And if it's wine on your agenda, we have over 300 varieties in stock. Then when the party's over, Patman's can handle all of your Maine returnables, and we welcome all bottle drives. And if you're late for the race, drop off the bottles and pick up the cash at your convenience.
Hey, this is Pat Man himself, just letting you know that Pat Man's is your one-stop shop for all your thirsty needs.
Says the last time I listened to people told me, I guess it's better to lose. My pride
is hard on cars. So when your ignition won't turn or you lose your key, that just adds insult to injury. Why tow it? E-Keys for Cars technicians will solve your problem in your dooryard or at the mall and get you back on the road. AAA member? You should be. Your AAA locksmith coverage comes right off the bill. E-Keys for Cars, Maine's fast, affordable solution to your car key and lock problems. On the Auto Mile, Route 1, Saco.
E-Keys for Cars.
Our family has been in business since 1972. I'm Johnny Wolf. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. 21st Century Motors now offers low-rate credit union financing and first-time buyer programs. We have a large selection of vehicles starting at $49.90. Quality vehicles and guaranteed repairs. Come see why more than 50% of our business is repeat or referral. Visit us today on Route 25 in Gorham, Maine, or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
From our family to your family.
You don't have to wait until the end of camping season to get your best price. Hi, I'm Scott from Scott's Recreation.
We're starting our end of season sale now. We have over 300 campers in stock and every unit is on sale. Even the 2020s, up to $16,000 off travel trailers, up to $30,000 off fifth wheels and motorhomes, up to $40,000 off toy haulers. Ask about our bi-weekly payment program to save you even more money.
Financing available, trades welcome.
Scott's Recreation, Turner and Manchester, Maine.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by
Four Seasons Synthetic. See them for all your AMSOIL product needs.
Moody's Collision Centers, now with 7 convenient locations. Gorham, Scarborough, Biddeford, Portland, Sanford, Lewiston, and now South Portland. Visit us at moodyscollision.com. Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good, it's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle to factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's coworker owners who understand the importance of protecting a valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
Servicing differentials is virtually impossible. The confined space makes fill holes difficult to reach, and industry-standard conical bottles are rigid and hard to squeeze. That combination makes for a messy job. Plus, you can't get all of the gear lube out of the bottle, so you have to buy more than you need to complete the job. And engineering your own solution only results in disaster. Not anymore. Introducing the new AMSOIL Easy Pack. Easily access hard-to-service differentials. Easily squeeze out all of the contents. And easily stay clean while you do it. No more leftover fluid or inconvenient rigid bottles. No more trouble reaching difficult fill holes. No more mess. AMSOIL Severe Gear in the new Easy Pack. The solution to all your problems.
Another first from AMSOIL. For a stocking dealer nearest you, call toll-free 877-761-8375 or visit fourseasonsynthetic.com.
Let me be. Let me be.
Good job, bud. Great driving. Give us a good burnout.
Comes a time in every man's life where he must look himself in the mirror. Decisions made about the past become futures burning clearer. Let me be the
Canadian Tour race of the season, which happened right here at Oxford Plains Speedway. This driver will roll off next in the Monoceros pile-driving Chevrolet Camaro. Doing double duty this weekend, the number 19, Brian Kruzak.